Clinical Pilates is a very useful way for pregnant women and women in the postnatal period to strengthen their bodies and to relieve pain from any achy or overloaded muscles and joints associated with pregnancy. Clinical Pilates is also a very good way of bringing back some separation that might have occurred during pregnancy. We definitely make sure that while you're pregnant, that we tailor the exercises so that you're not overloading any of those muscles that are stretched during the pregnancy. The medical term for a separation of the tummy muscles is diastasis of the rectus abdominis, or in short, DRAM. A DRAM is very normal and it happens to at least 80% of women towards the end of their pregnancy. So as they start to get bigger, more women in the third trimester will probably present with a peaking happening or doming effect happening in their bellies, and they might notice that as they're sitting up from a lying position or using those muscles a lot more. Physiologically, the DRAM happens because as your tummy is growing to allow for the growing baby, the stomach muscles, so the six-pack muscles in the middle, are separated to allow for that baby to grow, and that connective tissue in the middle called the linea alba is also stretched during that process. In terms of how much separation you do get, it varies from person to person. Some people only stretch a little bit, while others might find that they stretch a lot more. Things that might predispose you to stretching a bit more are things like how many babies you're carrying. So definitely bigger tummy means more stretch. Other things are probably to do with loading the area. So if you've spent most of your pregnancy loading up your tummy muscles, doing planks and lots of crunches, you might find that your separation could get a little bit bigger as well. Probably the biggest risk factor for getting a bigger separation is just your own connective tissue. Basically, some people are more stretchier and others are not as stretchy. Even if you haven't done any clinical Pilates during pregnancy and you're worried about your DRAM, do come in and get it assessed, and we'll make sure that you're given the proper exercise to do in that postnatal period to help to bring the DRAM closer together. Having said that, not all DRAMs do come together completely. The biggest thing for us is function. So even if you're sitting at a 2-finger width DRAM, so a fairly standard separation or a moderate separation, if you're functionally okay and you haven't got any back pain or any other pain around the region, then that's the most important thing for us. During the pregnancy stage, we definitely make sure that the exercises we give you are not going to overload the tummy muscles so that you're not going to get as much separation, and most of the exercise will be tailored around strengthening the muscles around your core and around your pelvis. In the postnatal period, the exercises will be targeting some of the muscles that actually help to bring the separation back together as well. Other things that can help with bringing the separation back together, the most important thing is time. Up to 4 months, you're probably getting that normal recovery. So if you did nothing at all, that separation will come back together on its own to some degree. If you're finding that it's not coming together as much or you've had a larger separation, then definitely some supportive wear around your tummy makes a big difference. So tubie grip, shapewear, SRC shorts, all of those things provide that external support on your tummy. The other thing that can definitely help is not to overload that area as well. So proper biomechanics during lifting, taking the pram in and out of the car, holding the capsule, things like that. Pilates can help in all those ways for separation. If you are at all concerned about the amount of separation that you are having, book in to have it assessed, and then we can make sure that we manage it properly after you've had the baby.